Hi everyone, and welcome to this class on ratio and proportion. This is a tips and tricks class where we are going to quickly revise all the concepts related to ratio and proportion, and we'll do some high level questions including some that came in CAT and other exams in the last couple of years. In case you have not attended the previous class on ratio and proportion, I'll strongly advise you to go back and watch that class, solve some questions, and then come here, because here we are going to go through the concepts fairly fast and it'll be more of a recap. Okay, it'll also be useful for your preparation just before the exam, your revision, or for anyone who has prepared earlier and wants to quickly revise the concepts, or you're just close to your exam date. Okay, so let's get going. Basically, ratio, if you see as a concept, is very simple. When a fraction is represented in the form of A is to B, it is called a ratio here. So if you have a fraction which is represented in the form A is to B, then it is called a ratio. So 2:4, when you write as a fraction, it is written as 2/4, but a ratio also should ideally be in the minimum possible value. So we cancel out 2 and the ratio becomes 1:2. So we'll say that A and B is in the ratio of 1:2. We put this colon in between to signify that it's a ratio, and it is read as A is to B. Okay. So the ratio is basically comparison between two similar type of quantities. Very important. The quantities have to be similar. Okay. They do not have any unit because the units will get cancelled. Okay. But you can compare height with height, weight with weight, length with length, distance with distance, speed with speed. But you can't compare distance with speed, height with age or something. Okay. So the quantities, basically they should represent the same type of quantity. Very important. And basically fraction A by B is written A is to B, which basically means the same, and we use this interchangeably a lot of times. Okay. Also, when you write in the form of A is to B, the first term A is called the antecedent and the second term B is called the consequent. Okay, just for information's sake. Okay, so this is all that is there in ratio as a concept, but invariably you get at least one question in every exam on ratio. Okay, and I'll show you some of the questions which appeared recently. Plus, you will also have ratio based questions in mixtures and allegations. And again, mixtures, allegations gives you a question for sure every time. You get something in simple interest, compound interest, or time, speed, distance, and all of them are going to use somewhere or the other the concept of ratio. In fact, last time in CAT, there was a DI set of 5 questions which was completely based on ratio. We'll take that up also. So actually ratio can give you a lot of questions, and you have to have absolute clarity here, and you can't miss out on any question which is based on ratio. Okay, so let's look at this first question. In a certain weight of an alloy of silver and copper is mixed with 3 kgs of pure silver. Okay, so let's assume this alloy to be alloy 1. We have silver and we have copper. So let's say it has X kgs of silver and Y kgs of copper. And this we mix pure 3 kgs of silver, so it will have no copper. Okay, now the weight of silver is going to be X plus 3. The total weight is going to be X plus Y plus 3. This is given as 0.9 because it has 90% silver by weight. This is your first equation. Okay. Second data says it is if the same weight of the initial alloy, so we can go ahead with X and Y, is mixed with 2 kgs of another alloy which has 90% silver by weight. So 2 kg has 90% silver. That means 1.8 kg silver, and then the remaining 0.2 kg should be copper. So let's say this is alloy 2, which has 1.8 kg of silver, 0.2 kg of copper. Now silver is going to be X plus 1.8 upon X plus Y plus 2. And this ratio is given to us as 84%, which is 0.84. Okay, so this is my second answer. So I have 2 equations, 2 variables X and Y. I can solve them. The other option is to look at the answer choices. The answer choices, then the weight of the initial alloy. That means X plus Y. So X plus Y is given to me. I can put X plus Y in them and see that I get the same value of X in both. If I get the same value, that means it satisfies. So that is also a method. Which one should we go with? Let's go with the options first and see what we get. Okay, so first option, for example, is 3.5. So if I take x plus y as 3.5, then you get from the first equation, I get x plus 3 is equal to 3.5 plus 3, that is 6.5 into 0.9. That will be 5.85, and then minus 3, that is 2.85 I get from here. Okay, and from the second one, x plus 1.8 upon x plus y, which is 3.5 plus 2, 5.5, 0.84 into 5.5. Not so easy. So 0.84 into 5 will be 4.2 and 0.42, 0.5 will be. So it basically means 4.62. So it is 4.62 minus 1.8, which obviously will not give you the same answer. It will have 2 in the end, but this answer has 5 in the end. So this answer is not correct. Let's look at the second option, 2.5. If I look at 2.5, then this is x plus 3 is equal to 2.5 plus 3, 5.5. 5.3 into 0.9, that will give you 4.95 minus 3, you will get 1.95. Okay, let's check in the second one. X plus 1.8 is equal to 0.84 into, it was x plus y plus 2, so 4.5. 0.84 into 4.5. 0.84 into 4.5 will be 0.84 into 5 minus, so I'll have to subtract this. So this will become 3.78. Okay, so this is 3.78 minus 1.8. Again, you will not get 1.95. The answer will be ending with 2. So this is also not possible. Let's put x plus y is equal to 3. If I put 3 here, then you get x plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 3, 6. 6 into 0.9, which is 5.4. 5.4 minus 3, you get 2.4. So I get 2.4. And here, x plus 1.8 is equal to 3 plus 2, 5. 0.84 into 5, which is simple 4.2. 4.2 minus 1.8, so x plus 1.8 is equal to 4.2. So x is equal to 4.2 minus 1.8, which is 2.4. So you can see that you have got the same value, hence answer is going to be choice 3. So this is one method where obviously not so easy, you have to do 2 calculations and all, but this is always a method that you can resort to, is substitute the answer choices and get the answer. Okay, the second method, obviously solving the equation. Let's do that also. So if I simplify the first equation, I'll get, let me use a different color, x plus 3 is equal to 0.9x plus 0.9y plus 2.7, or x minus 0.1x is equal to 0.9y minus 0.3. Let's multiply this by 10. So x is equal to 9y minus 3. This is my first equation. Let's solve the second one. X plus 1.8 is equal to 0.84x plus 0.84y plus 1.68, or x minus 0.4x is 0.16x is equal to 0.84y minus 0.12. Let's multiply this by 100. 16x is equal to 84y minus 12. Let's divide this by 3. So you'll get, let's divide this by 4. You'll get 4x is equal to 21y minus 3. So this is my second equation. You have 2 equations, x and y. Let's solve them. 4x is equal to 21y minus 3. Let's multiply this equation by 4. You get 4x is equal to 36y minus 4 into 3, 12. Okay, minus minus plus 4x minus 4x 0 is equal to 15y minus 9, or 15y is equal to 9 or y is equal to 0.6. Now here you will get y and x separately. Here we got one value straight y, right? So y is equal to 0.6. Let's put that here. So x is equal to 9 into 0.6 minus 3, or 9 into 0.6 is 5.4 minus 3. You get x is equal to 2.4. Okay, so x is 2.4, y is equal to 0.6. Total weight of this is 2.4 plus 0.6, which is 3 kgs. Hence answer is choice 3. So it can be done either way, as you saw just now. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So here a tea shop offers tea in cups of 3 different sizes. Okay, the product of the prices in INR of 3 different sizes is equal to rupees 800. Okay, so let's say we have size 1, size 2 and size 3. The prices of the smallest size and the medium size are in the ratio of 2:5. So let's say this is price is 2x and this price is 5x. Okay, and no information is there about this one, so let's say it is z. Okay, so we have 2x into 5x into z is equal to 800, or 10x square z is equal to 800, or x square z is equal to 80. Now this itself is fairly useful because x square z, and assuming x and z to be integers, this has to be 2 square is 4, 4 into 20, or 4 square, which is 16 into 5. If you take it as 3 square, you will not get integer. If you take 5 square, if you take 6 square, no, nothing else. So actually most likely x is 2 or x is 4. Okay, so that also can be figured out from here itself. But let's use what other information is there. If the shopkeeper decides to increase the price of the smallest and the medium cups by rupees 6 and keeps the price of the largest size unchanged, okay, so then the price will be 2x plus 6, 5x plus 6 and z, right? And then the product is 3200. Okay, so 2x plus 6 into 5x plus 6 into z is equal to 3200. So here we have one more variable, which is z. I don't want to deal with z, so let's divide this by the first equation, which was 10x square z is equal to 800. When you do that, your z gets cancelled. This becomes 4. So now opening this, you get 10x square plus 6 into 2, 12x plus 30, 42x plus 36 is equal to 40x square. Okay, or 30x square minus 42x minus 36 is equal to 0. All these are multiples of 6. So let's simplify this. 5x square minus 7x minus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, how can I factorize this? This can be written as 5x square minus, so you have 7x, 7 obviously you have to break into 30, which is 10 and 3. Okay, so minus 10x plus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. 5x I take common, x minus 2 plus 3 I take common, x minus 2 is equal to 0, or x minus 2, 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. So the roots are either 2 or minus 3 by 5. Now because this is the price of t, obviously it cannot be negative, so we'll have to go with x is equal to 2. And that is what we had figured out here. It is either 2 or it is 4, right? So it is 2. Okay. So the sum of the original prices of 3 different sizes is original prices of 3 different sizes. Now we have not found z yet, but z obviously we can find out. If my x is 2, which is here, then you can see that your z is 20. So z is 20, x is 2, so 2 into 2, 4, and 5 into 2, 10. So 4 into 10, 40, 40 into 20 was 800. So the sum of the original prices is 20 plus 30 plus 4, 34 rupees. Okay, this was the original price. What was the revised price? Revised price has increased by 12 rupees, 6 and 6, 12 rupees. So it will become 46 rupees. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, let's look at the next one. This is a CAT question which came in CAT a couple of years back. A simple question if you understand. Pinky is standing in a queue at a ticket counter. Suppose the ratio of the number of persons standing ahead of Pinky to the number of persons standing behind her is 3:5. So Pinky is here. Ahead of her, there are 3x people. Behind her, there are 5x people. So total number of people including Pinky is 8x plus 1. Okay. Remember this plus 1 because Pinky also has to be counted. Okay. So if the total number of persons in the queue is less than 300, so 8x plus 1 is less than 300. Then the maximum possible number of persons standing ahead of Pinky, that means I have to maximize 3x, and to maximize 3x, obviously my 8x plus 1 should be as high as possible, as close to 300 as possible. So that means my 8x should be less than 299, or x should be less than 299 divided by 8, which will be, you have 3 times 24, then you have 59, so 8 times, 40, 48, 56, 7 times you will have 56, and then point something. Point I can ignore. That means I can take x to be 37, which is the maximum possible value. Okay, so number of people standing ahead of Pinky is 3x, which is 3 into 37, which is 111. So this is the answer. Maximum number of people standing ahead of Pinky is 111. Total number of people will be 8 into 37 plus 1. This also you can calculate. So this will be the total number of people. Okay, so that is the answer. Simple question, but it's a CAT question. So you can see if you are clear with the concept, how easily these questions can be done. Okay, this again is a CAT question which came last year. Very interesting question. In a village, the ratio of the number of males to females is 5:4. So I have male, I have female. 5x, 4x. The ratio of the number of literate male to literate female. Okay, so basically they have now to be divided into literate and illiterate. So literate and illiterate. Literate and illiterate. So let's say literate is A and literate is B. We assume this. So illiterate will be, total is 5x. So illiterate will be 5x minus A. And here illiterate will be 4x minus B. This is simple. So at least we have some values. So ratio of the number of literate males to literate female, that means A by B is 2/3. Okay. And ratio of the number of illiterate male is 5x minus A upon 4x minus B is 4/3. Okay. Also one useful information is given. 3,600 males in the village are literate. Okay. So we have A is equal to 3,600. So let's put that here. So if A is equal to 3,600, then B is equal to 3/2 into A, which is 3,600. So this is 1,800 into 3, which is 5,400. So I know A, 3,600. I know B, which is 5,400. Let's solve this. Solving this, you'll get 5 into 3, 15x minus 3A is equal to 16x minus 4B, or x is equal to 4B minus 3A. Okay, so 4B, 4 into 5,400 minus 3 into 3600. Okay, which will give you this 5400 itself is a multiple of 1800. So this is 1800 into 3. Let's write that better. 1800 into 3, and this is 1800 into 2. So 1800 is common, and you get 4 into 3, 12, minus 3 into 2, 6, which is 6. So 1800 into 6 will be the value of x, which will be 10,800. Okay, so then the question is, then the total number of females in the village is, the total number of females in the village. Okay, so females in the village is 4x, which is 10,800 into 4, which will give you 10,000 will give you 40,000, 800 will give you 3,200, so 43,200. Females is 43,200. Okay, male will be 10,800 into 5, 54,000. Okay, so that's how this will get solved. Simple question, you just have to get your ratios right, you have to get your values right. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Again, this is a CAT question last year. Simple question, if you go through the steps properly. The salaries of 3 friends, Sita, Geeta, Meeta. So we have Sita, Geeta and Meeta. They were in the ratio 5:6:7. So 5x, 6x and 7x. In the first year, they got salary hike of 20, 25 and 20%. So first year, 5x increased by 20. That means 1x, so it will become 6x. And you basically are multiplying this with 1.2. This you're multiplying with 1.25, 25%. So this will become 7.5x. And this you're again multiplying with 20%, so 1.2. So it will become 8.4x. So these are their salaries at the end of first year. In the second year, Sita and Meeta got hike of 40 and 25. Okay. Second year, 40. So into 1.4. So this will become 8.4x. Meeta got 25%. So into 1.25. So that will become 2.1 will get added. So 10.5. And Geeta we don't know. But it says the salary of Geeta becomes equal to the mean salary of the 3 friends. Mean here means arithmetic mean or average. Mean salary of the 3 friends. So let's say Geeta's salary is G. Okay. So what is the mean? Mean is sum of all 3 divided by 3. So 8.4x plus G plus 10.5x, x should be mentioned here, upon 3 is equal to G. Right? Or I could have just taken the average of these two, because she herself, Geeta herself is the mean. So that will also give you the same value. So 8.4, 10.5 will 10 plus 8, 18.9. 18.9x is equal to 2G, or G is equal to 9.45x. So Geeta's salary will be 9.45x. Okay. So the salary hike of Geeta in the second year is how much? So hike that she have got, if you subtract these two, you will see that the hike is 1.95x. Okay. 1.95x over 7.5x. So the hike percentage is 1.95 upon 7.5. Okay. Answer is to be given in percent, so into 100%. Okay. Let's remove the decimals. So 195 upon 750. Okay. This is 100. So 2 and this is 15. Okay. From 15 can I cancel this? Yes, I can. So it will be 13. 13 into 2, answer will be 26%. Okay. So again, simple question, you just have to go through the right steps and do it, and you'll see there's nothing complicated. Just remember to put the variables, assume values wherever required, but assume as few values as possible. Go ahead, do your calculation, and you will have your answer without any problem. So that's the beauty of ratio and proportion questions. Let's look at one more. This again is a CAT question. The number of coins collected per week by 2 coin collectors are in the ratio of 3:4. So AB per week. Remember, this is per week. So per week, the coins that they collect are 3x and 4x. If the total number of coins collected by A in 5 weeks is a multiple of 7, so in 5 weeks, he's going to collect 15x, right? 15x is a multiple of 7, that means is equal to 7k, right? That is what you get. And the total number of coins collected by B in 3 weeks is a multiple of 24. So let's say this is k1, okay? And B in 3 weeks, he is going to do 12x. This is a multiple of 24, 24k2, or x is equal to 2k2. So x is 2k2, and from here 15x is equal to 7k1. Now you can see 15 and 7 both are co-primes to each other. So k1, there is no other option, but k1 has to be a multiple of 15, okay, and x has to be a multiple of 7 for this to give you, okay. So then the minimum possible number of coins, so I want to minimize the value of x, okay. So here you can see the minimum possible value of x is 7. So that 15 into 7 is equal to 7 into 15, okay, for it to be an integer, okay. But you will see a problem here. You can see here that x is equal to 2k2. That means x has to be an even number. So 7 won't work. You will have to take it minimum of 14. Okay, so 15 into 14 will be 7 into this k1 also will get doubled, 7 into 30. So x would have been 7 had an odd number been allowed, but x clearly has to be 2k2, so it has to be an even number. So minimum value of x is going to be 14. Okay, so minimum value of x is 14. So the minimum possible number of coins collected by A in 1 week is 3 into 14, that is 42. So the answer is going to be 42. Okay, so 42 is the answer for this question. Simple question, you can see how easily this can be done. Okay, now this is the big one. I told you that last year CAT 23, we had a DI set of 5 questions which was completely based on ratio. And this is the advantage. The ratio can give you so many questions actually. So I decided to take this up also as a practice, and we go through all the concepts. And this is slightly complicated because of course this gives you 5 questions in one set, but let's understand the data. So let's see this question. All the first year students in the computer science department in university take both the courses AI and ML. Students from other departments, which is non-CS students, can also take one of these 2 courses but not both. Students who fail in a certain course get an F grade, others pass and are awarded A or B or C depending on their performance. The following are some additional facts about the number of students who took these 2 courses this year and the grades they obtained. Okay, so the number of non-CS students who took AI and ML were in the ratio of 2:5, non-CS. Okay, now to solve this question, we'll need to make a small table. In fact, I've already made a small table so that we can save some time. And the construct of that table is going to be this, which I hope you also will make the same thing. So we have CS students and we have non-CS students, and then we have total. CS students we have broken into AIML, non-CS AIML and total AIML. Then in the row we have taken the grades A, B, C, F. We have taken the total, which is course-wise, and then we have taken the grand total branch-wise. Okay, so this is a table that you'll make. So the first data tells you that non-CS students taking AIML are in the ratio of 2:5. So this is what you'll fill, 2x and 5x. Okay, first data. Then it says the number of non-CS students who took either AI or ML was equal to the number of CS students. So either AI or ML is equal to 7x. We took 2x and 5x. So that was equal to CS students. So the CS students are also 7x. And remember that the CS students have to take both. So CS students would be 7x and CS students would be 7x. Okay. These are same students. These are not double students, but the students who have taken from CSAI and those who have taken ML, they both are same. So they should basically add up to 7x. So the grand total is 7x only. It is not 14x. And this is also 7x. So this grand total is 14x. Okay. Fine. The number of non-CS students who failed in the two courses. Now remember, non-CS students can only fail in one course because they can take only one. So when it says two courses, it means sum of both who failed in AI/ML plus those who failed in AI, those who failed in MS. They were the same. Okay, so both failing in non-CS students, those who failed in AI was equal to those who failed in ML, and their total was equal to the number of CS students who got C grade in ML. Okay, so we will say that Y students failed here. Y students failed here. They're equal, and their sum was equal to those who got CS students who got C in ML. So this is equal to 2Y. Okay, so that is what the data was. Non-CS students who failed in AI and who failed in ML was same, and their total was equal to the number of CS students who got C in ML. Okay, sorry. So CS students who got C in ML. Okay, so condition 1 done, condition 2 done, condition 3 done. Okay, in both the courses, which is AI as well as ML, 50% of the students who passed got grade B. Okay, 50% of those who passed. But while the number of students who got grade A and C were the same for AI, they were in the ratio of 3:2 for ML. Okay, so 50% got grade B. That means A and C for AI should be equal, remaining 25%, 25%. Okay. For AI and for ML, it should be 30% and 20%. But remember, this is only out of those who passed. Okay, and this is for both the courses. So there's not CS, non-CS wise, this is combined. So what basically I can put it here, that this is 50%, this is 25%, this is 25% of those who passed. So fail is separate. This is also 50%, but for ML, the ratio is 3:2. Grade A and C is 3:2. That means 30% and 20%. Okay, this is my data. Okay, let's go back. So this also we have done. No CS student failed in AI. No CS student failed in AI. CS in AI fail is 0. Okay, no CS student failed in AI. While no non-CS student got A in AI. Non-CS student got A in AI. This is 0. Okay. The number of CS students who got A, B and C respectively in AI were in the ratio of 3:5:2. Okay. CS students who got A, B, C in AI. A, B, C in AI were in the ratio of 3:5:2. That means 3Z, 5Z and 2Z. Okay, 3:5:2. While in ML the ratio was 4:5:2. Okay, so we'll have to take some new variable. Let's say, in fact, 4:5:2, this we already know. Number of students who got C was 2Y. So actually 4, 5, 2, the same variable is good enough. So 4Y, 5Y and 2Y. Okay, fine, good till here. So this is used, this is used. Then the seventh one, the ratio of the total number of non-CS students failing in one of the two courses to the number of CS students failing in one of the two courses was 3:1. Okay, we'll come to this. Let's use the eighth one. We're very simple. 30 students failed in ML. 30 students failed in ML. So ML, total number of students who failed is 30. Okay. ML, here we don't know how many failed, here Y have failed, total number of students who have failed in ML is 30. Okay, so this is good enough. Now, so far if you see, one thing that we can say, look at CSAI. CSAI, you have 3Z plus 5Z plus 2Z, okay, plus 0. These are the total number of students. They should be equal to 7x. So 3 plus 5 plus 2, 10Z is equal to 7x. We don't want Z because X is what we are using. So we can say that Z is equal to 0.7x. Okay, so Z can be substituted by 0.7x. Simple. Okay, so let's substitute 3Z with 0.7. 352 is what we have. So 3 will become 2.1x, 5 will become 3.5x, 352, 1.4x. This, if you see, will add to 7x. So, okay, so we have so far at least only x and y. Okay, so we have data till here. Then let's look at the next one. One condition that we have not used. The ratio of the total number of non-CS students failing in one of the two courses. Non-CS students failing in one of the two subjects is basically y plus y, which is 2y, upon to the number of CS students failing in one of the two courses was 3:1. CX students failing in one of the two courses. CS students failing here is 0, and here, now let's assume this to be Z, this a new variable Z, so 0 plus Z. This ratio is given to us as 3:1. Okay, or 2y is equal to 3z, or z is equal to 2 by 3y. Okay, so z is equal to 2 by 3y. That total also is going to be 7x, right? So let's see, what do we have here? We have, let's add the total CS students for ML. You have 4y plus 5y plus 2y plus z, which is 2 by 3y. This has to be equal to 7x. So this gives me 4y plus 5y is 9, 9 plus 2, 11y, 11y plus 2 by 3y, which is equal to 30, 35 by 3y is equal to 7x, 5, y is equal to 3 by 5x, or y is equal to 0.6x. So y also can be replaced with 0.6x. Okay, good. So let's replace that. Now, where do I get value from? Everything is in x, y, and y also we eliminated. So now we have only one variable. Value will come from here. This is 30. This 30, if you see, is equal to z plus y. Okay, and z you already know is this. So 2 by 3y plus y is equal to 30, or 5 by 3y is equal to 30, or y is equal to 18. Yes, this is what we wanted. So you get y is equal to 18. Okay, so let's put second table I have made so that we can put the clean values here. So this is 18, this is 18, this is 30. Okay, y is equal to 18. So all these can be converted to values. So you have 18 into 4, you will have 72 here. 18 into 5, 90 here. 18 into 2, 36 here. Z is equal to 2 by 3y. 2 by 3 of 18 will be 12. You will have 12 here. How do we move forward from here? See here. Here you can see that what is the total number of students in CS? You have 72 plus 90 plus 36 plus 12. This adds to 210. So 210 has to be equal to 7x. 210 is equal to 7x, or x is equal to 30. Very simple. Okay, so this is also 210. This is also 210. This is also 210. This is 420. Okay, this is 2x, so 13 to 2, 60. This is 5x, 150. This is 270. This is 360. Okay, and filling here 2.1x, so 2.1 into 30, that will give you 62. 3.5 into 30, 105. 1.4 into 30, that will give you 42, and this is 0. Okay, does it add up? You have this should add up. 2.1 was 63. 63 plus 105 plus 42, yes. So you have all these values here. This was 0. Okay. Now remaining will be filled using this information. Total number of students has to be 25% of those who passed. Okay. Now if you see, total CS AI students who have passed is 210. Total non-CS AI students who have passed is 60 minus 18. So total, if I see, let me just erase something from the top here. So now you would have understood. We have solved the major part. Now we just have to put the values here. CS students who have passed is AI. Those who have passed is equal to this, which is 210. Here those who have passed will be 60 minus 18, that is 42. Okay. One very further important part is that this is going to be 18, right? And remember that of the students who have passed, BA is 50% in both. So let's focus on that. So here 270 minus 18 is 252. Half of 252, that is going to be 126, have to be here. And similarly 360 minus 30, 330. Half of 330, that is 165, have to be here. Right? That will give you 105. So this has to be, AI has to be 21, and 90. So this has to be 75. Okay, so this can be easily filled. Remaining, if you see, for A and C in AI, it has to be equally distributed, 25%, 25%. So 252, half I have taken, now I have to take 1/4. That means I have to take half of half, which is 63. So 63 should be here, and 63 should be here. Okay, so 63, this is obviously 0, so you can see that you get your 63, and this is 42, so this has to be 21, so that it becomes 63. So this is filled. Similarly here, you have 3 in ML, total you have 330 students who have passed. Out of that, 30% have scored A. So 330 ka 30%, that means 99. And 20% have scored C, that means 66. So that is what I should have here. So 99, this is 72, that means this is going to be 27, and 36, so this is going to be 30. So these are all your values filled up. And you can check that your totals and everything will tally, and you have your answer to the questions. Okay, great. So you can see it took slightly longer, but this is giving you 5 answers. So definitely worth it. Okay, and nothing but ratio, concept of ratio has been used. Let's see the questions quickly. First question, how many students took AI? What is the answer? How many students have taken AI? AI total students is 270. 270 students have taken AI, so the answer is 270. How many CS students failed in ML? CS students who have failed in ML is 12. Okay, so the answer is 12. How many non-CS students got A in ML? Non-CS students got A in ML. That answer is 27. So this answer is 27. So you can see no effort after this. 27. How many students got A in AI? A in AI. How many students? We'll have to look combined. A in AI is 63. So answer is 63. And how many non-CS students got B in ML? Non-CS B in ML. Answer is 75. So answer is 75. As simple as this. So very good set. And you can see how the concept of ratio has been used to solve 5 questions here. Okay.